The year is 2024. Congratulations, we all made it. We now can sit through another year of all this bullshit. It hasn't even been a full week of 2024, and shit is already going down. Japan got hit with a 7.5 earthquake, and one of the airports got hit with a collision crash. Fuck, man. And people are mawing at each other trying to get that new pink Stanley Cup from Targets. Like, Jesus Christ. The year hasn't even started yet, and it's already ruined. I know that's a bit of a downer intro, but with the new year always comes new year, new me. I'm talking about New Year's resolutions. It's always the start of the year when people really want to try to work on their self-improvement, try to set goals for themselves, try to see, what can I do this year? I want to start off the year on the right foot. I just thought it would be fun if I just talk about the top 10 most common New Year's resolutions. And what does it mean if you're the type of person to have these goals? What does it mean? What is going on in your life that makes you want to perceive this as a goal? Without further ado, let's just get to my list. For the record, I know it said top 10, but I only made a list of like 8 resolutions. So it's the top 8. Now, number 1, getting into shape, exercising, or losing weight. This is the one we always hear. People always say, dude, next year, I'm gonna get into shape, man. I'm gonna start hitting the gym. I'm gonna focus on my diet. Trust me, dude, I'm gonna be a Greek god by next summer. And then they go to the gym for like a week and then they stop doing it. They're like, I tried. If your resolution is this, your heart is in the right place, but what people don't really consider when it comes to doing any sort of like drastic change to people's like lifestyle is that it's way more of a commitment than you might think. People's lives are already busy enough, so adding something on top of that, it's just gonna make it so that exercising and taking care of your diet is just always gonna be at the back of everything else. Unless you're someone who is just absolutely committed with the strength and will of God, most people are just gonna give up, like, honestly, after a week. Mostly because people go way too hard way too early, and they can't really find the right balance of work, life, recreation, and exercise. So if you're gonna want to do this for 2024, honestly, just change small things. Don't eat so many greasy foods now and again. Go on a walk. Maybe like start doing some home exercises and then gradually build up. Like, what I would say is the best for the long term is to not stop. Build the mindsets where it's okay if you miss one day out of the week, or maybe even 2. But as long as you make sure to get back on that saddle and then just to keep going, you will see the gains that you've been wanting to get, my dude. Now, number 2, drinking less / drinking more water. Okay, what does this mean? It means that you got shit-faced plenty of times last year. You probably are the type to go to parties, go to clubs, and then wake up the next morning not knowing what the hell you did the night before. But hey, the fact that you said, I'm gonna drink less next year, baby steps, okay? You're on the right track, okay? You know that you can't keep going like this, so you're dialing it back. So I see the respect. And drinking more water. I mean, hey, everyone should drink more water. Number 3, going back to school. This is a really interesting one. This resolution is telling me that you graduated high school a couple years back and then immediately went to work afterwards. Either because you didn't want to go to college for whatever reason, or it just wasn't in the cards for you to go. But now you want to go to school. You want to finish whatever it is degree you want to finish. Or maybe you took a gap semester where for a whole semester you just didn't really go to school, or it wasn't like your priority at the time, but now you're returning back. So it's like you're going back on that grind, you're getting back on the horse. So mad respect for people trying to get back to school. Now, number 4, it has a lot to do with like the same thing as the previous one. Graduating. Now, this one means the exact opposite of the one I just previously said. You most likely graduated high school a couple years back and then immediately went into like a 4-year university or 4-year community college or whatever. You've been studying school for a while now, and now your goal is to finish it. Finish your studying and then go to whatever career you want to go to. Or I don't know, maybe you're just like, fuck, I just want to finish and get the fuck out of here. Maybe college or university was shit for you and you just want it to end now. You just want to get the hell out of there. You just want to finish and wrap up this chapter of your life. Honestly, people could feel the same way about high school. Now, number 5, learning a new language. This one is it's a really useful goal for you to want to get, learning a second language. I mean, hey, depending on who you are, this could be your initiation into the bilingual gang, or the trilingual gang, or the whatever goes after that. This resolution tells me that you're a bit of the learning type. You want something to challenge you intellectually. You don't want a physical challenge, like you getting into shape or something. You want to train the mind. And definitely learning a new language, that is arguably one of the most difficult things you possibly could do. All power to you if this is your resolution. Honestly, the more I think about it, this is a pretty admirable one. Number 6, reading more books. This one is always, why do so many people want to read more books? Reading, I'm not gonna lie, it's overrated. This one, along with wanting to go do more exercise, is always on people's New Year's resolutions. It's always, I want to read more books, and I want to do more exercise. Doing exercise is it's obvious why, to carry your health, but reading more books, I don't know why it has that same, it has the same type of priority on people's minds that, oh yeah, I gotta read more books. I mean, you are increasing your intelligence stats by reading more books, but I mean, does manga and comics count as reading more books? I mean, most people don't really lump those in the same thing because they have pictures. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people that cannot read books unless it has a picture, because I'm the type of person where I read a page and then immediately forget what happened, so I have to reread a page, and then it's like an infinite cycle. So yeah, I agree with Gaston. How do you read this? There are no pictures. Now, number 7. This might be a little weird, but getting a new hobby. This one, I'm not gonna lie, almost feels like a cop-out because it's not specific enough. I mean, the last two I just described, learning a new language, reading more, those honestly could fall into this category too. But those ones are specific enough where people say, hey, I'm gonna wanna read some more, or hey, I need to learn a second language or something. Just saying I want a new hobby, I mean, it's pretty open-ended. It could literally mean whatever you want. But, I don't know, it instills hope, at least, that, hey, I'm gonna do something new. And I don't know, maybe keeping it that open-ended leaves the door wide open for any possibility. I don't know, maybe some guy takes up juggling, meanwhile another person takes up rock climbing, or I don't know, it just allows you to, I don't know, the thought of wanting to try something new, to me it's I'm saying it can go either way. It can be used as an excuse of I'll find something, I don't know, or I want to find something, I don't know what it'll be, but I'll find something. Now, number 8. I feel like this is going to be the one that makes or breaks a lot of people. It's going to be getting a boyfriend/girlfriend. Listen, if you're entering 2024 with the goal of, okay, I have to get myself a partner by the end of this year, you're just setting yourself up to fail, man. Setting this type of expectation for yourself, it shouldn't get to this point is what I'm trying to say. I know, no one really wants to spend another year alone, especially if you haven't had a relationship in a while, or if you're someone who's never been in a relationship. But this isn't the way to go about it. I know the cop-out answer is to just say, well, you gotta focus on yourself first, and then the relationship will just happen. Which, to some extent, yes, it's true, I agree, but it's you don't win the lottery without buying a ticket first. Listen, Choom, instead of your goal being getting a boyfriend/girlfriend, your goal should be, how about I meet 5 new people, regardless of whoever they are. Just meet 5 new people. I feel like that's way more accomplishable than just immediately saying, hey, I need to get myself a partner. Because finding new people, honestly, that could lead to way more things than just saying, hey, I need to get myself this. Whoever they are, they can be a good friend that you have no idea you would have met otherwise. Or maybe they know someone who knows someone. Or it could lead into way more directions, way more possibilities than just simply your goal being, I just want to get myself a partner. Meeting 5 new people, that should be the new goal. Alright, that was my resolutions list. I got nothing more to say than just, honestly, let's just make 2024 a better year than 2023. Last year was a bit rough for a lot of people, me included. And honestly, let's just try to make the best of it. I know so far, the news hasn't been too good on this year so far, but hey, New Horizons. Like and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.